All right, my friends, we are going to have some fun and also review something that you should know. Everywhere you go in life, no matter where it is, you're going to find line. Lines are everywhere. Let's go over a few. Here we have a zigzag line. Say zigzag. If you look closely at this house, it has a zigzag roof. Here we have our first wavy line, because there's two different types. This first one is called wavy like the hills. Say wavy like the hills. Imagine riding a bike over some wavy hills. Whee! We also have this one. So if you're super fancy, you'll like this one. This is the castle line. Take a look. You can see some castle lines on this castle. Say castle line. We also have the Loopty Loop. This one reminds me of a roller coaster at Six Flags called the Shockwave. Maybe you've been on it before. This one's called a Loopty Loop. Ah! Look at this roller coaster. This is the Shockwave. You can see that there's two big loops. This one here is our other wavy line. This is a wavy like the ocean line. Say wavy like the ocean. This one's a little bit different because it's disconnected. It's kind of broken. It's just little dots, but it still makes a line. I can kind of imagine a line going all the way through them. This is our dotted line. Today we're going to have some fun. We're going to use a little bit of Play-Doh. You don't get to keep this, but I'm going to pass everyone out a little bit of Play-Doh. It doesn't matter which color. There's a saying that I like to say. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. So let's say it together. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. Good. So what that means is you're not going to go, boo-hoo-hoo, Mr. Bullfield, I didn't want the blue. No, you're going to take whatever color I give you. You're going to say thank you, and then we're going to have some fun. So what I'm going to be looking for is I'm going to be looking for a thumbs up. I'm going to go around and look for your thumbs up, and that's going to show me that you're ready for some Play-Doh. We're going to do some lines and see what you remember. Go ahead and try it. Give me a thumbs up. All right. At this time, you are going to go ahead and open your Play-Doh. I want you to get that out at this time, and I just want you to squeeze for a little bit. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Play-Doh is always fun to create with, no matter what age you are. All right, now you are going to take your hands and you're going to roll it, roll it, roll it. Some people like to call this making a snake, but as I am rolling, don't do this with me. What do you notice about it? What's happening to the Play-Doh as I'm rolling more and more? Raise your hand. It's getting longer, right? So now I have a line. This Play-Doh snake is a line. Go ahead and try your best to make a Play-Doh snake line and give me a thumbs up. All right, let's go ahead and do a zigzag line. So remember, the zigzag line is kind of like triangles that never stop. So I'm going to take my Play-Doh and I'm going to bend it. So you have to do a little bit of pinching too. This is not the most perfect zigzag in the world, so yours doesn't have to be either. Go ahead and try to do a zigzag. All right, so now we're going to roll it, roll it, roll it, and you're going to make wavy like the hills. There's two types of wavy lines. There's wavy like the hills and wavy like the ocean. We're gonna do wavy like the hills first. That's a little bit easier. So now you're not gonna be pinching this time. We're gonna roll it out. And this time, I just want you to softly push it. Aha, there we go. Kind of looks like C's. Give me a thumbs up once you have a wavy line. All right. Are y'all ready for a challenging one? All right, some of you might not get this your first try. We're gonna do the castle line. So this one's a little bit tougher. You might have to be really creative. There's a couple of different ways you could do it. You could take the Play-Doh and just pinch it again until you get kind of that castle line, and you can even make yours longer than mine. Or some people like to separate it into smaller pieces. So let me give you an example. Let me say I rolled it, and then I just take little pieces off. That's fine too. That's another creative way to do this. It doesn't matter which way. I'm just showing you a couple, and maybe you'll choose which one's easier. But I'm just ripping the Play-Doh off. Don't worry, the Play-Doh does not have feelings. You can cut it. Give us a thumbs up once you've tried your castle line. All right, let's go ahead and roll it, roll it, roll it. And now we're going to do a roller coaster loopty loop. Raise your hand if you've ever been on a roller coaster or you've gone to Six Flags. All right, so you might have seen the roller coaster with the loopty loop, the really scary ones. So you're gonna take your line, you're gonna roll it out, of course, and I'm just going to try my best to make some loops. I just kind of twirl it around, but I don't break anything and I don't pinch anything. Try your best, see if you can do a double loop. Almost looks like a pretzel. Give us a thumbs up when you're ready. All right, now let's do wavy like the ocean. So you're gonna roll it, roll it, roll it. We're almost there, guys, and then you guys will have some time to make what you wanna make. So now we are going to do a wavy like the hills, just like we did before, except this time we're gonna add some extra pinches to the tops here. And you could keep it going too. Kind of looks like the ocean, a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect, but wavy like the ocean. Give us a thumbs up when you're ready. All right, now this time you're going to make it into a ball. The fancy word for this is a spear. You're gonna take your Play-Doh, we're not gonna roll it out. This time, you're gonna use the palms of your hands. Go ahead and touch the palms of your hands like I'm doing now. Do what I am doing. This is the palms of your hands. You're gonna take your Play-Doh, use the palms of your hands, and go in circles, almost kind of like I'm doing a karate chop, but in the air, and my hands never touched the table. And you're gonna have something that looks like this. Give us a thumbs up. So here we have just a ball. We're gonna make some little tiny dots and make a dotted line. Even though that these won't connect, they're still going to be a line. It's called a dotted line. So I'm gonna take little pieces out of this and I'm gonna do that same thing again, but this time it's itty bitty little baby spears, like so. I want you to make as many as you can. I'm gonna speed this up. Let's see how many I can make. 17. I have 17 little spears. So here's your challenge. Maybe you can make more than me. You can beat the teacher. Try out making a dotted line and then give us a thumbs up when you're ready and I'll come check it out. All right, so now you're going to have about 5 minutes to make whatever you want. You can squeeze it, pull it, make it into a ball, roll it out, make it into an animal, a house, a face, whatever you want to do. We're going to work at whisper level. So if you want to talk to the people around you, just make sure that you're using a whisper voice. All right, it is time for us to put away our Play-Doh. Please make sure that all the Play-Doh goes back into the cup. Put the cap on, like so. And then give us a thumbs up. All right, it is time for us to clean our hands and table. Leave your Play-Doh cup on the table with the lid on so that I can just pick it up. And I'm basically gonna trade you. I'm gonna give you this wet wipe. So what this wet wipe is it's for your hands and table. First clean your hands, clean your what? Hands, and then clean your table, very good. What's cool about this room is the more you clean, the better it looks, but you can see rainbows in the table. If you don't believe me, try it. You're gonna start seeing rainbows in your table. We're going to quietly clean our table for a few minutes, and then I will call your table to throw it away in your trash can. All right, you're going to get a piece of paper. You get to take this home today. We're just gonna do a little bit of practice. So now I know that you know your lines a little bit, but can you recreate them on your own? You're going to be using the markers. Remember, if you want to use a marker, come on, y'all know this. You just have to pull the cap off. For some reason, it won't come off. All right, there we go. You're going to use the marker to draw the different lines. You can either use the ones I put on the board. If you remember another one that I didn't talk about, that's fine. You can switch colors. Just make sure that you put the cap back on top. I don't like seeing these without a lid because it means it could dry out. And I'm going to use the markers for the lines. And then we're going to use crayon to add some color, baby color. Maybe you can make up your own line. Look, I'm gonna make a line out of X's. When you've completed adding lines with marker, please don't use these to color, that's a waste of ink. That's why we have the crayons available to you. I have every single Crayola color inside this bag. You will need to share with your partner. What you do is you just take it, hold it, I go nice and soft, and it gives you that beautiful color, baby color. All right, give me a moment and I'm gonna finish this up and show you what it looks like. All right, what do you think? I used the crayon, I went really softly. I made lines all the way across. Remember, you can copy mine and go all the way across with the marker, or you can make up your own. When you're ready, use the crayons. Color softly. I would love to see the whole page covered. We'll see how much time we have today. And if you're all done, you can draw on the back. That's called free draw.